What's up? We got Supergirl Season 1, Episode 7, Human for a Day. So this episode starts off with Supergirl, with Kara being, examined by the DEO for what happened at the end of the last episode. And Alex is like, hey, this happened to Superman before. Another small little reference when Clark lost his powers, and it came back in a couple of days, and Kara's like, it's been a few days, and she still feels nothing. And then Alex is like, hey, you've always wanted to be a normal human. I guess this is your chance. Or is that another show? Yeah. Or is that Spider-Man? I will make references. So while that's happening, Alex and Hank are interrogating an alien named Jem, and Jem's actor portrayed Chaz on Constantine, which I really liked because Chaz was my favorite character, even when I originally watched Constantine. I may not have reviewed it, but when I originally watched it, Chaz was my favorite character, and so was Zed. So to hear the actor after Constantine go from NBC to CBS is really amazing. Drag never appeared in the actual universe as himself, or in like Constantine never mentioned him or anything. But yeah, so he has the power to. So yeah. So Kara sneezes and Kat's like, that's you, Kara? That's the only thing I like about you, that you don't sneeze. And Kara's like, that's the only thing you like about her, that she doesn't sneeze? Really? That's the only thing you like about her, that she doesn't sneeze. And yeah, we also go through this wind joke where Kat doesn't even know his name. A nod to episode 4 where Kat was like, what's a wind? And I'm like, you don't even know your own employees. And she's like, Win can do it. And he's like, who? And she's like, Win, the IT guy who sits right next to her. I know that's from a later scene, but I'm just saying, Kat does not remember. Kat's really forgetful at remembering her own. She can mess up Kara's name, but she doesn't remember. And she knows who James is, but Win is just a nobody to her. She doesn't even remember him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Maxwell Lord is like, hey, Supergirl's not around. We don't need Supergirl. This just proves that we can do things by ourselves. And Maxwell Lord Enterprises. Like, actually, that's a joke about the Maxwell Lord Enterprises thing. But Maxwell Lord is just saying, hey, we don't need Supergirl. We can do things by ourselves. Like, come on. So, yeah. It's just like, come on, dude. So, Kara goes to, so back at the DEO, Jem breaks free, and now it's Alex, and so Jem mind controls 2 agents and kills them. So now it's Hank and So now it's Hank and Alex, and Alex confronts Hank saying, hey, you killed her dad. And he's like, your dad was a great man. She's like, you cannot say his name, and puts the handcuffs on. And it's like, hey, Jem, I'll meet you there. Or she just shoots the guy. And then Hank reveals that he's not really Hank Henshaw at all. Hank Henshaw died. His real name is John Jones. He's the Martian Manhunter, and long ago he traveled to Earth as the lost son of Mars, where Jeremiah Danvers protected him and stopped him from Hank Henshaw from hurting him. And Hank Henshaw and Hank Henshaw were killed. And he made a promise to her dad to take care of her and Kara. So, yeah, reveal, great reveal. So back with Kara. Aside from that reveal, he's like, Alex, do not tell Kara anything about the information of him being an alien or him being John Jones. anything, don't tell her. Keep it to yourself. And she's like, you did always tell her to keep secrets from, you did train her to keep secrets from Kara. So, yeah, so back with Kara. Kara's now, like, as Maxwell Lord, still pushing the whole anti-Supergirl campaign. Kara decides to fight, decides that there's a woman in her, and Kara, the guy dies. Kara couldn't save him. She's like, Supergirl could have, but as normal Kara, she couldn't. So yeah. So back to the scene. Kara's like, and she's like, Win can help you. And she's like, what's a Win? And she's like, the IT guy who sits right next to her. And she's like, who? And he's like, that's Win right there, Miss Grant. So he helps her, and they both bond. Her and Win bond over them both being like for both being used to be losers. Like she used to be an intern at Daily Planet, which I think we saw in Smallville, and we saw a version of Cat Grant that was, I think she had a crush on Clark, which was really weird. So yeah. So anyway, then so James almost being in an elevator. James almost dying in an elevator causes Kara, as he said, Kara and James have a moment, and Wynn's like, hold up, you two are not going to be an item. He has a girlfriend, and he has a girlfriend. Lucy is coming back, which I don't get why Lucy's away. Last episode, she lost her dad to be in love with James. So randomly, they just have her not be in the episode. Why? So we can have Kara and James crushing on each other. And he's like, she's gone. And he's like, for Kryptonian, for alien, boy doesn't get girl. And she's like, wow, Win, you just really told her entire future. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just that, yeah. So she's like, so James almost dying causes Kara's powers to reactivate, because it said that when Red Tornado, when she blasted all that laser eyes at Red Tornado, it took out her, exhausted the solar radiation. So I guess James almost dying reignites that solar radiation, I'm guessing. So she somehow gets all of her clothes and transforms into Supergirl and saves James, and then she goes off. And we see Maxwell Lord see Supergirl, and he doesn't react. He's just like, yeah. So that was episode 7. Oh yeah. So Kara flies off, but when she goes back, she sees Aunt Astra. And she's like, Aunt Astra? And she's like, you really thought this was over? To end the episode. So, this episode's weird. Next episode of Supergirl is the 3 Supergirl episodes that I have to check out. But this episode's weird. I don't get it. This episode's a weird one. This episode is weird. So, yeah. So, yeah, this episode's weird. It's about Kara going through the same thing Clark did. Alex finding out that her boss wasn't really her boss. He was really an alien shapeshifted into the boss of DEO, because he wanted to reform the DEO into a good person, into a good organization. I'm guessing the original Hank Henshaw didn't like aliens, so when John Jung landed Earth and saw the original Hank Henshaw die, he thought, hey, why not just take his form and then make everyone think he was still alive, and then make everyone think that the dead Hank Henshaw wanted to rebrand the DEO. That was a pretty good episode. As again, where is Lucy again? She left her dad to be with she left working for her dad, wanting to be with James, but then for this episode she's just randomly out of it for the entire thing, and they don't even say where she is. Well, Lynch is like, Lucy's coming back. Like tell us where she is. Yeah, but anyway, that was Supergirl Season 1, Episode 7. And I'll see you next time for some more Supergirl.